This is jw.org and the page for the publication which is being studied during the midweek meetings at the Kingdom Halls. And they're currently on chapter 21. Before I get to the main bit, I just want to pass by what they looked at last week. And paragraph 6. Where they're clearly, once again, calling the United Nations the wild beast. Just thought it was interesting that, despite being previously exposed for their previous association with the United Nations, which I covered in this video on my previous channel, I'll put the link for that below. This week, they were looking at paragraph 8 to 14. I'm going to look at paragraph 14. And 15 and 16. Now, it doesn't actually say it here in the publication. What got said at the meeting from the speaker on the platform was that we're actually in the Great Tribulation now. It has already begun. And how exciting it is that we're looking forward to the gathering of the remnant of the anointed to heaven. And then Armageddon will come. Now this is news to me. I don't know how long is it they've been saying to the great crowd that the Great Tribulation has already begun. Because this was not news to the JWs who heard this, who will hear this week beginning 13th of November, where the speaker from the platform will say that, isn't this so exciting? They've got a little chart at the bottom. What the near future holds. This was written in 2015. Beginning of period of unknown length. The precursor of the Great Tribulation. The Great Tribulation begins. At some point in the past, they've said this has already happened. And that we're now during the Great Tribulation and halfway through it. And that we are now awaiting the gathering to heaven of the remaining anointed ones. And then the end will come. The finale of the Great Tribulation and Armageddon. That's what they're saying, where we are now. So, like I say, I don't know how long they've been saying that for, and that the question is, what with what's going on in the real world, we know that they're not going to be anointed aren't going to be gathered to heaven. That's not actually going to happen. What we do know, the facts of what's going on in the world, with the Commission's inquiries, the law cases, the legal cases in the courts, the media reports of all of this, everything that's going on with the organisation, how it's crumbling before our eyes. Are the governing body and other anointed going to disappear? Are they going to try and do a runner? Are they going to try and abscond and try and evade justice? Is this what's going to happen? Are they going to disappear themselves, and then the helpers that are the helpers who you see on JW Broadcasting, Circuit Overseers and Elders, are they then going to say to the great crowd, "See, look, the anointed have been gathered to heaven, and Armageddon is going to come any second now. Let's all retreat to our bunkers and wait for that to happen"? Possibly, I don't know. What are they up to? What are they playing at with these endgame tactics here? And also, any more reports, please, of what's actually been said from the platforms? Because it doesn't say it in this publication. We wouldn't know. if it wasn't for people reporting back who've been to the meetings and heard these things said from the platform, that we're now in the middle part of the Great Tribulation, awaiting the anointed to be gathered to heaven.